This is Roy Kennedy, and this is Favorite Game Friday, where we have a group of contributors with completely different tastes in gaming talking about their favorite game in the category of the week. This week, we're talking all about games that surprised us. Is there a game that you weren't sure if it was going to be good, but then you played it and it was actually really awesome and you really enjoyed it? Make sure to leave in the comments down below a game that surprised you, and let's get to the contributors' clips.
This game really surprised me. The guys on the Foursquare's interview gave it like 6.5 and 6, so I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm not going to like it. But I started playing it, and I'm absolutely loving it. Every week I'm like, hey, can we play this? There's an interesting story unfolding. I'm looking forward to my experiences. I'm really surprised how much I like this game. It's been really fun, and we've had a great time playing it. The initiative, I don't know, something about it, really, I just enjoying.
My surprise hit is without a doubt For Sale. I avoided this game for years because I generally don't like auction games, but when I played it on the Dice Tower Cruise, I was immediately struck by how simple and engaging it is. Now, I've searched out every copy and even sprung for my name on a check on the Kickstarter version.
Oh, you surprised me! This week's topic is games that surprised us. For me, it is Dune. Not a fan of the IP or the books. However, I played a game at Dice Tower West once, loved it. Twice, loved it. The third time, I loved it. You got to play full player count with the right group. This game surprised me how good it is.
The game that surprised me was Goonies Never Say Die.
Let's not say much like Chunkwood, but played all the scenarios real quick. We're looking for some more. It surprised us being an IP game. How we liked it. Of course, we're fans. Happy Friday. Take care.
Hey everybody, Blake here, and if we're talking surprise hits, I'm going to go with Shadowhunters. It's a really light deduction game with essentially no bluffing. You're either a secret shadow character, hunter character, or a random third-party character, and you're just traveling around the board trying to get information about who the other players are, trying to figure out who's on your team, and take out the people who are not on your team. And it's a game that I've been surprised how many times I've been able to get to the table and how many times players have wanted to play it again. Happy Friday.
Kimberly from Tabletop Tolson here, and the game that took me by surprise is Horrified. This just looks so hokey, and the cartoonish aspects and the IP makes it kind of look like it's just a cash grab, but it's not. This game is so cool and fun and exciting and dynamic, and I love the cooperative play in it. The monsters all function differently, and you have to find a totally unique way to defeat them. It's just the neatest. Oh, hey, Mark. Yep. Well, for me, it's Smartphone Inc. Yeah, I know the cover looks boring and drab, but you gotta look past the bland exterior. In this, players get to layer these really cool development tiles, which gives them action points in the coming round. It's really cool. And, much like me, Smartphone Inc. has a lot more to offer than a guy in glasses.
And now, the news. When the new version of Stop Thief came out, I didn't think I was interested in a competitive deduction game. So when they announced that there was going to be a cooperative version, I found it on sale somewhere and I gave it a chance. And I ended up really liking that and the one versus all mode for that game. And now we go live to Grayson in the field in Orlando, Florida.
This is Grayson reporting live from Japan in Epcot, and my pick for this week is Yokohama, which is a worker placement game that I did not think I would like, but had a great time playing.
Thanks for the report, Grayson.
You bet, Daddy.
That's all for this week.
Happy Game Friday.
Hey everyone, we're LDG. I'm Brooks.
I'm Kitty.
And I am Lizzie.
We're back with another Favorite Game Friday. This week's theme being games that surprised us. Kitty,
yes.
Kick us off.
So mine is Santa Monica. At first, it just looked like it would be chill, zen, but it was actually super strategic and really funny randomly, which I loved.
Nobody was at your beach. Everyone was at my beach.
I know, and I just wanted to be part of your world, and I love it. It's a great game.
Mine, I know we pick Concordia for a lot of stuff because it's amazing, but mine is Concordia, specifically the Venus one. It's kind of the shtick between all of us that I did not like Euro games for the longest time, and this was the main introduction into Euros for me, and now I'm addicted to them because of it. So I thought it was going to be a dry resource management game, and it wasn't. It was incredible.
Concordia.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks, Concordia.
thank you. And mine, I have stopped liking roll and writes. I know, super bad. But I really loved Roman Roll, so go check that one out.
So that was the Skip Favorite Game Friday. And until next time, just remember to have fun.
Be present.
And be you.
Oh, hi there. My favorite game that I didn't know was going to change my life was Canvas.
Do you have a favorite painting?
Heightened Anxiety.
Heightened Anxiety. My favorite game that I was completely unexpected to me was Dune Imperium. It was announced, it sat on the store shelves for 2 months, and I had no idea about it until I saw Randy and Ellen of We Game Together play it, and I knew it was love.
Bye!
Hey everybody, Jared here from the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel where we teach you how to play games. And the game that surprised me the most when I played it was a solo game called Coffee Roaster, because I don't normally play a lot of solo games, but this one I highly recommend if you can get a copy. It's a bag builder, kind of a push your luck game, all about making coffee. And I was just very surprised by how good it was. And even as a solo game, it makes me want to play it over and over. It's just so good. So, Coffee Roaster.
Throughout the years, we've had many surprises in board games. Some good, some bad. One of my least exciting presents I got for Christmas a few years ago was Taverns of Tiefenthal. It ended up being one of my absolute favorite games that we own.
My favorite was Marvel Champions, this guy's favorite.
And mine was a game Jimmy tried to convince me to play for a long time before I agreed, and that is Star Wars Rebellion. I loved it, and I won.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
And I'm Ray.
And we're Weber Family Reviews. And the games that surprised us, for me, it was Reaver's Midgard. I didn't expect to like this because I don't particularly like Champions, but loved this one.
5 Tribes. We knew very little about it when we bought it, but clearance at Barnes & Noble got us a heck of a game.
This is one of our kids' favorite. This is Dungeon Mayhem. We thought this would be a throwaway game, but turns out it's what Munchkin should have been.
And Minecraft Builders and Biomes. Bought it for the kids, but it's a great resource management action selection game. Have a great Friday.
Hello, twice as nice Dicey.
And today's theme is all about games that we didn't think we'd like, but we do. We're surprised.
Mine is Obsession because the Victorian England Pride and Prejudice theme isn't for me, it's for grown-ups. Yeah, and mine is Paladins and Architects of the West Kingdom. I didn't think I would like it, but I ended up loving them.
And mine would have to be Horrified because I thought it would be too easy, but I was really pleasantly surprised to play together and enjoyed it. And Gloomhaven because that's totally out of my wheelhouse, but I loved playing it so much. And then the other one would have to be Battletech because who knew blowing up mechs would be so much fun?
Bye! Bye!
Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Libby.
And I'm Julian.
And we're from the YouTube channel Box Meeples.
Today we're talking about surprising hits, games we didn't expect we were going to like, but then fell in love with.
Today I have chosen Fluff. Julian picked it up at a pound store, really, really cheap. I wasn't expecting it to be anything, but it's actually super fun. You get to shake your pot, which, although it seems like it might be really annoying at the beginning, somehow everyone gets their maraca on at some point during the game. The more sets you have, the more people that can play. Just bring it out whenever there's a gap in between different games with gamers, and everyone just seems to have such a great time. Everyone that we know that's played it with us has ended up buying their own sets, and just everyone seems to love it, me included.
Who doesn't like fluff? We're all a bunch of fluffers. I've gone for the game The Wizards Want It, which you've probably never heard of, because I've never heard of it either. It's by Mattel Games, which I associate with children's toys. Much like Fluff, I bought it because it was a bargain. It was £7, and I thought, well, I can use the components of print and pay if it's terrible. When I opened the box, I wasn't filled with much hope because the instructions are a big poster, but the components are brilliant. The game itself is surprisingly complicated, and we found ourselves gravitating towards this game over a lot of other more well-known games in our collection.
Hello everyone, Merlin's Manor here for Favorite Game Friday. Today I'm going to mention a game that surprised me, and that is Wingspan. Now this is a game that when I was told about it, I didn't expect to like it. A friend of mine was about to get it, and he was saying it was about birds, and you're playing these bird cards, and you're getting eggs and different things, and I'm just kind of like, that doesn't sound like a game I'm going to be that into. But then we played it, and I really enjoyed it. It's a great engine builder. I enjoy engine building games, and it quickly became one of my favorite games. And so I highly recommend Wingspan to both the new gamer as well as those who have been in the board game hobby for a while now. It's a great game. Thank you and have a great Friday.
Hey everybody, this is True73 Gamer, and we're talking about surprise hit games for this week. Usually my group plays games like Twilight Imperium, other games such as Scythe, because we like these type of confrontational games. Other games include games like Doom, and recently a game that came out which I love to death will be Undaunted Normandy. But I got a chance to play a game recently called Calico. Wow, this game, it's not a game I would normally play. It really isn't. This is not a type of game that I would normally play. And I was pretty much convinced, you know what, let's give this a shot. And I said, okay, fine, I'll play this game. So I got to play this game, and wow, this is such an amazing game. I was totally surprised, but it doesn't look like such a boring game. It looks like it would be a game that would not be for my group or the people I normally play with. And I ended up playing it. I played it with my friends who are normally, again, part of my Twilight Imperium group, and we all fell in love with this game. So I cannot tell you how much, you should go out and just get this game. The game is fantastic. Calico is an AEG game, I believe. Guys, that's my game. So, see you next week.
What's up, everybody? This is Eric over at BoardGameDads.com, and this week on Favorite Game Friday, we're talking about games that you didn't think you were going to like, and you ended up really liking. And my game is Castles of Burgundy. This box looks boring. The board of the game looks boring. But when you play that game, it is smooth and elegant and fantastic. That's my pick. I'll see you guys next week.
Assalamu alaikum. The game which was a surprise hit for my family was Quacks of Quedlinburg. Now, this game seemed too simple. You just pull chips from a bag and do whatever it says. Okay, that's it. And I thought it might not be that much fun as people say, but I still got it, and I was so much wrong. This game is super fun, and you still get the element of that surprise and anxiety when you pull chips from the bag. So this was my surprise hit. Happy gaming!
I didn't think of playing Cosmic Fogs because it sounded a little jerky, but there was different ways to win, and my favorite fog that there can be is Mind Bullet. I get to control people, or flags. The game that I think I won't like is Rosetta because it didn't sound interesting to me, but when I played it, it was a lot of fun.
Hi guys, Mike and Heidi with Skeleton Key, and today we're looking at a game that became a hit in our house.
A surprise hit.
A surprise hit. It didn't start off that way. We were lucky enough to be in Germany, and I was able to attend Essen, and this game released at Essen. I was super excited, picked it up, brought it home. Heidi played it, and
2009, 2010-ish.
Yeah.
I played it and I hated it. Refused to play it again. It had deck building in it. It had a theme I didn't like. It was a big fat zero for me. I absolutely refused to touch the thing.
Fast forward to
about 2018.
2018. I'm in a thrift store.
Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm in a thrift store. I pick it up for $2. I figured I'd risk it, and brought it home. Convinced her to play it again, and
I loved it. We now own 7 of the expansions that go with it. So if you're wondering what game we're talking about, it would be Dominion.
And this is our travel version of Dominion.
This is that game he picked up for $2 in the thrift store. We put it in a smaller box. We love it so much we take it camping with us. We do have a nicer second edition at home along with all 7 of them, but Dominion was our surprise hit. Hated it when it first came out. Let me rephrase. I hated it when it first came out. He loved it.
I loved it. I still do.
Now our oldest minion and us play it all the time. So,
all right.
Thanks everybody.
Guys.
Happy Friday.
For me, I'm gonna say Last Message. This is a Where's Waldo looking game where there's different teams. One person's the murderer and they pick a person that's gonna be the murderer, and then another person's giving clues to the team, and then the team has to like figure out who that person that they picked in this entire landscape is. It's a lot of fun and was definitely surprising.
What's going on, guys? This is Ethan, the Games Adjuster, and my favorite game that surprised me was the Legend of Korra Pro Bending Arena. So this one probably not on anyone's list, and it's an IP-based game, which is really where the surprise came from. This is from the hit show Avatar. This is the sequel to that, The Legend of Korra, which follows the new protagonist Korra here. And in this game, it's really thematic, and it's actually pretty good. This is the deluxe version. It comes with a bunch of teams from the show that they don't get a lot of screen time, but you can play as Korra and her friends, Mako and Bolin. And yeah, it's just really true to the show. So really surprising game. For more information on it, check out my channel. Actually a pretty good game. So if you are a fan of the show and the IP, one to check out, that is the Legend of Korra Pro Bending Arena, and have a happy Friday.
Hey guys, I'm Cody from the Way Brothers channel, and as for games that surprised me, it's the entire West Kingdom trilogy. The first one I got was Paladins, and man, I really didn't even know what to expect when I first got the game other than the theme, but the fact that you don't really start out with workers, you acquire workers of different specializations as the game progresses, that was interesting. And then Architects of the West Kingdom, where you just have a horde, a mob of workers that you put out, and then you put them in jail to get them back, where you steal other ones, that's different. And then you got Viscounts of the West Kingdom, where your workers are only for one little purpose that's only a segment of the game, and then you just send your little dude walking around doing cool dude things. Yeah, those games surprised me. Good work, Shem Phillips.
Hi everyone. My favorite and biggest surprise so far has been A Thief's Fortune from Artipia Games. This is a tableau builder with a little bit of a timing twist to it. It's set in Arabian Nights themed world. Initially, I just ignored this game basically due to mediocre reviews, and some people were not really satisfied with how the game was played. But I found it at a good value on a secondhand market, and I thought I'd just give it a go. And I'm so happy that I did, because me and my friends, we all really enjoyed it. And the tableau building is basically just different from any other game I have. So I'm happy that it's in my collection. I'm just hoping that we can see an expansion or a second edition in the future. Chances are pretty low, but I keep my hopes up. So that's it everyone, A Thief's Fortune, and take care.
It's always awesome when a game exceeds our expectation and surprises us. Make sure to leave in the comments down below a game that you were surprised that you really enjoyed. Make sure to check out our contributors from all around the internet. We have tons of awesome people join in on Favorite Game Friday. It'd be awesome to have you be a part of that as well. Next week, we're going to talk all about games that aren't necessarily our favorites, but are on our shelf of opportunity that we want to get to the table most. Is there a game in your collection that you haven't played yet, but you really want to play? Share it with the group and join us on Favorite Game Friday. It'd be awesome to have you there, and I'll see you on the next one.